So now is 20 minutes to 7. A quick wave of the arm or a short, sharp whistle, that used to be the way you get a taxi. But now, if you have a smartphone, you can get one at the touch of a button.
Uber is one of the biggest taxi apps around, with 18,000 drivers and 1 million users in London alone. But a High Court challenge by black cab drivers argued that the app should be considered as a meter, which is banned for private hire vehicles.
Here's more from our business correspondent, Emma Simpson.
So you're looking for a cab on the streets of London. What do? Well, more than 1 million people are now using the Uber app on their smartphone. I'm off to King's Cross Station and Gladys is the nearest driver. A few minutes later, here she is. Gladys.
Hi.
Great. Can I come in? Now, the cost of this journey is calculated using the same satellite technology on the driver's phone. But is this smartphone the same as a traditional taxi meter? No, said the judge. Although only black cabs are allowed to use a meter, he said Uber wasn't breaking the law because it wasn't the smartphone itself which worked out the fare. Uber's external computer servers do.
There you are, £6.51.
I do know somebody who is a London taxi driver, and he spent 10 years doing the knowledge and is very upset that he feels as if he's wasted 10 years of his life.
I don't believe that minicabs and black cab companies have the right to decide what is ethically correct in business.
I think it's just the next stage of evolution in the payment cycle. It's just modernising the way we do it. You wouldn't see bookstores and stuff taking Amazon to court because you can pay online rather than having to go into a shop.
Right, we're with now Remo Gerber, who's the managing director of Get, which is a taxi booking app that works with black cabs. Good morning, Remo.
Good morning.
So
hi.
how does your app work compared to the Uber app, before we establish whether they're a meter or not?
It's essentially exactly the same. People want to use an app these days. They want to use their phones to order a cab. The only difference is with us, it's a licensed black cab that shows up. That is both in London or in Manchester or in Edinburgh and other cities. But you tap of a button and the cab is on its way.
And the argument with this is that, as with a black cab, you see the meter running, so the customer can see the fare throughout.
Yes.
With an Uber app, you get given an estimated price before, and then you are charged after. And the court has said this doesn't make it a meter.
That's, in principle, yes, because what they're saying is that the calculation happens somewhere else, so that doesn't make it a meter.
So is that over and done with now, as far as the black cabs are concerned? I mean, the law has decided that Uber has not broken the law, so are you going to leave it there? How is it left?
Interesting. Look, I'm not actually a black cab representative. I'm part of the tech company that enables black cabs. I could imagine that the black cab trade will take it to the next level and say, hang on a minute, common sense says something different. But at the end of the day, what we all need to do is we need to move on with technology, and we need to move on with times. And I have 8,000 cabbies that work on our app, so they're all using the technology. And a lot of them, they just go with the time, and they're using the latest technologies to compete in this market.
Well, why the rub then? Where's the problem? Because lots of black cab drivers are unhappy with Uber and the business
Correct.
they say it takes. But if competition's healthy and black taxis can use apps like this, why is there a problem?
I think it's a wider problem that the law says, is it a meter or not? It's actually not about that. It's about the price transparency for you as a passenger. So what the law sort of implies is there's 3,000 minicab operators in London, and Uber is only one of them. And the law sort of implies that you have to give the passenger a price before you get into a car, different to a black cab where the meter is regulated by Transport for London, and you can rely on the driver's knowledge that he will take the most efficient route. So the implication of this ruling means now all these other 2,999 operators can start running meters, and there may be some that are better than others, and then the worst ones, you may end up with a meter shock in a minicab that isn't as much controlled by Transport for London. And that is in the essence what this problem is about. It's about this change away from previously black cabs had to study 3 years to run a meter versus minicabs. They only have to do a few days of training, but they give you as a passenger the transparency and the price in advance. So you don't care whether they travel from A to B in the most efficient way.
OK, Remo, we'll leave it there. Remo Gerber, thank you very much for your time this morning.
Thank you.
It's 7:15. You're watching